What does it cost a man to spend all this money on his great wedding and don't enjoy the wedding? Hi everyone, I'm called Echienyo from busygreenstudio. I'm a professional videographer, photographer here in the DMV, and today I'll be talking about 10 important things that will help you couples to get the perfect wedding and have the best experience. I can imagine all the money you've spent so far, a big hall, the dressing, everything, and now you're trying to figure out how you get the best experience on your wedding day. As a videographer, I'm going to give you 10 important points. These points will help you get the best experience from your wedding and enjoy your wedding. Stay tuned, grab your husband, grab your wife, grab a glass of wine, and let's go ahead with these 10 points. Thank you. It's every couple's great dream to have a classy wedding, and the very first thing I'll encourage you as a videographer is pay a lot of attention to your pre-wedding shoots. These pre-wedding shoots are the things that will set a great tone for your wedding. You want a classy wedding, you have to put out a classy pre-wedding shoot. Dear couple, find time to get some good outfit. Take your photographer, look for the best locations, go out of your comfort zone and create something that when you put out to your audience and tell them that you are invited to my wedding day, they will look at it. Once they look at these pictures, they look at these videos and everything, they start judging the level of your event and the rest. Once it's a classy invitation, a classy video, they're going to take your event very serious. They're going to dress well, they're going to come well prepared, and guess what? You're going to get a classy wedding. So make sure you focus a lot on your pre-wedding shoots. Your pictures, your videos, very important because these are going to define the very beginning of their wedding. Stay tuned for the second point.
This is beauty, perfection. Look at the glow. Everything well thought of, every detail perfectly crafted. It's my day.
At this point in time, you have done a great flyer, a nice pre-wedding shoot, beautiful video, maybe in DC, in New York or somewhere, and everybody's excited for your wedding. There's the second most important thing that you as a bride should take into consideration when you're preparing for your beautiful wedding day. Always make sure that you as a bride have your own room on your own. If you can afford it, and I'll encourage you, get your own room for the bride and another room for the bridesmaids. The very first reason is we as the creative team, be it photographer or videographer, when we come to your wedding, the very first thing is that we want to make you special. We want to take you the best of footage, be it on the bed, around the room and everywhere. And the very first thing is that we need that space. Things have changed too. Videography, we're trying to get real sound. There are times when we want to record you talking, saying some nice words to your husband or wife.
Hey babes, thank you for the drink. You got the order just right. 4 cups of espresso. That's just how I like it, and I love you for it. Thanks.
We need the place quiet. We need all that space and everything. The mistake you make as a bride or a groom is that you have a big bridal party of maybe 5 people and above, and you put them in the same room. What's going to happen is that the room is going to be so tight, there's going to be a lot of noise and everything, and you're not going to feel comfortable. There are some brides out there that they need a quiet environment for you to motivate them to have a very nice look, come out from their best mood and everything. But when you have everybody in the room, it's never really the best idea. For 2024, if you really want to enjoy a beautiful wedding, I'll tell you that the best part of the wedding starts in the hotel. Make sure you have your own room. A clean room when we can come in, take your pictures, your videos, your details and everything, and you enjoy a beautiful wedding. I must say I've seen some horrible weddings where bridesmaids get a room and they put all the bridesmaids inside. It gets so difficult, so toxic. Some people come in late, some people are badly dressed and everything. And when we, the photographer and videographer, will come to do our work, they always tell you, wait outside, somebody is not dressed, somebody is trying to adjust this. No, on your wedding day, people should not wait for you. On your wedding day, we are there to make you special. You need to create that room for us to treat you specially. For 2024, dear couple, if you really want to enjoy your wedding, get your own room on your own. Thank you.
My darling Desmond Morrison, I love you. I tell you that often because, 1, every time I tell you that, I hear it, you say it back. And 2, because those words transcend any emotion I could possibly feel towards you. Whether we're enjoying a beautiful date, having a difficult conversation, or just riding in the car, my mind always goes to those 3 words when I think of you, Desmond. So be prepared to hear them every day for the rest of our lives. I remember the first time we met so vividly. You captivated me with not only your attractiveness and height, but with your spirit. You have kept that same spirit throughout our relationship, and I see that same spirit in myself, which is what drew me closer to you. That spirit is one of peace and happiness, a spirit that is timeless and well connected with humanity. Desmond, you are insightful, witty, courageous, generous, funny, and a forward-thinking leader. All qualities I prayed for when contemplating what a good partner for Ashley would look like. Thank God he was listening to my prayers and delivered above all I could ask or think with you. Desmond, I promise to love you and look out for you through the good times and bad. I promise to be your freestyle partner as long as you don't ask me today, since there are so many others around. And I promise to hold you accountable and be open to the same, and to grow through any challenges life may bring as your confidant and companion. I promise to love and cherish you for a lifetime, and I look forward to the life we will build together with God first and our family and friends by our side.
The third most critical thing on a wedding day is makeup. Makeup is one of the things for the ladies that takes a lot of time on the wedding day. And to save you and make you to enjoy all this time, dear bride, make sure you have many makeup artists. Don't fall for the temptation where you meet someone and he tells you that, oh, you have 10 bridesmaids, I can handle all the 10 bridesmaids. To do the face of one person takes maybe like 30 minutes. If you to multiply 30 minutes by 10, it's a lot of time. Maybe like 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. That's a lot of time that we should be spending capturing beautiful footage around the hotel, in the hotel, out of the hotel and everything. I always encourage you, dear brides, the very first thing is get your own makeup artist. Your own makeup artist should come early. Early enough, your makeup should be done first. There's nowhere where your makeup is done late because today is your wedding day. You have to be the spotlight. Your makeup has to be done early so that we, the photographers, the videographers, can come early, take you some beautiful videos on your own, prepare you well, really treat you special in and out of your room. Before the bridesmaids are taking their time and doing all their makeup and everything, we treat you special. From there, they are done. We bring all of you together. We capture you in the room, out of the room, and you enjoy everywhere of the hotel. Most of these beautiful hotels you pay for have swimming pools. They have different lobbies and different sections that are so beautiful. And our dream is not to keep you into the room, but take you outside so you can enjoy all the beauty in the hotel. In addition to that, when it has to do with makeup for the ladies, always make sure that you get multiple makeup artists. Have your own makeup artist and make sure she comes on time early enough so they can deal with you and we too can treat you special. For the ladies, make sure you have at least 3 makeup artists. Don't fall for the temptation again of hiring just one person to do the face of everybody because they're going to get burned out. They're going to take a lot of time. And at the end of the day, you're not going to enjoy the beauty of the whole bridal team. From all my experience, I've had some sad wedding days whereby we come with all these big dreams to capture the bride with her bridal party, but there's no time to capture because they had just one makeup artist and she could not do everybody on time, and we have to go to church without capturing everybody. I have a list of weddings that I can show you that you will see where a bride comes for her wedding and she has no footage with her bridesmaids because they could not catch up with time. Dear brides of 2024, you have a beautiful wedding. Get yourself many makeup artists. Make sure you catch up to time and be real with the timing. Thank you. Dear couple, if you're able to make it down to the 4th point, then you're a few miles to get the best wedding of 2024. Everybody says a happy wife is a happy home, but on your wedding day, I'm going to tell you a happy bridal party is a beautiful wedding. You always need to make sure that you feed your bridal party on the wedding day. I know you're preparing for them to cook tons of food for your guests on the wedding day during the reception, but don't forget The bridal party are going to be the people who are going to be there from you from the morning to the evening, and you have to make sure you feed them, because when you feed them, they are well energized, they are willing to participate, they're excited for you, and everybody is happy. You know how it is. You as a couple to also have to make sure that you eat in the morning. Very, very important. You, the groom, I can request you to carry up your wife, spin her around and do one or two things, and you need to be energized. On the wedding day, most people come late. Some people rush, they need to pick up a tie and everything, and they forget to eat. Most of us, while going to work and doing other things, forget to eat. And you, the couple, to save your wedding day, should make sure that you bring food to the hotel, because when these people eat in the hotel, they are very energized. And when we come in, the photographers and videographers, we tell them, pose to this direction, walk to this direction, move front and back. And when we're pushing them around, they are so happy because they are eating and they are well energized. Also, while you get to church, after church, don't forget, most of the weddings are done during the summertime. During the summertime, it is really, really hot. Make sure you assign someone to bring water to the church, water and some snacks, because after the church service, you want to do the group pictures, you want to move people around. Even you as a couple, you have been standing on the altar the whole day, you need to drink some water, you need to eat some food. Food is one thing that people take for granted. They focus mostly during the reception, but at the end of the day, hampers the wedding. Provide food to your bridal party, and you enjoy a classy wedding. Thank you.
My angel,
Mon ange,
words cannot explain how I truly feel about you. Having you in my life is a blessing. So, just a little story. I remember one time when I have a picture of her on my phone, and a friend of mine saw the picture and they were like, wow, you won the lottery. You won the jackpot. And so my response was, yes, I won the jackpot, but the regular jackpot, you got to play to win. But the difference is, my jackpot, I didn't have to play. God played it, he gave me the numbers. And when I dialed those numbers, it was Angel Nyamukoko Nawesh. So with that being said, you've always been a blessing to me. So I promise to love you, care for you, cherish you until death do us part, and even in the life after that. You, thank you for loving me, and you are and will always be my Mama Nabana.
One of the biggest topics in every wedding, dear couple, is expectations. On a wedding day, I know maybe you have an event planner or you have someone coordinating your wedding, but you as a couple should have what they call expectations. When we talk about expectations, are the do's and don'ts that people should know about. For example, on your flyer, you can write, everybody coming to my wedding should be dressed in formal wear. When you say that, everybody's going to come in suit and in a formal wear because they know you told them that come in formal attire. If you don't tell people what to do, they do what they have to do. Many people on the wedding day are very excited. They want to come and have fun. But if you don't give them expectations, it's not going to go well. Coming to the church, for example, one of the things that hampers weddings a lot is the time factor. When you come to the church, typically you have weddings that are done in your own church, in other churches, and they have different denominations. But on your wedding day, you really want to talk to your pastor and encourage your pastor. Pastor, you have given us all the blessings. You have told us all the good things about wedding and everything. We dream that our wedding sermon should be, for example, 5 minutes or 10 minutes max. That's a dream. So you give them an expectation and they'll be happy to hear that. If you don't give people expectations, they'll do what they have to do. On a wedding day, I've seen pastors that preach for up to 1 hour. The more they are preaching, people are excited and everything. They keep on going and going and going. And at the end of the day, it takes a lot of time. During this period that the place gets dark before 4 and 5, you want to make sure that if you're doing your wedding in January, February, or during this period, you want to make sure that the church is done early so you have time to go outside, take all your beautiful pictures and everything without the places getting dark. I've done a wedding where the pastor preaches and preaches until the place goes from day to night. And when we come out, we cannot take any good pictures outside because the couple did not want to see themselves in the hotel. They didn't want to do a first look. They wanted to see themselves in church. So, dear bride, if you're the kind of person who is planning to see your husband Only in church, make sure you talk to your pastor to summarize their speeches, because they might preach and preach. They might find it as a good day to win more souls and everything, and forget the fact that today is a wedding day. To save time, give expectations throughout your wedding day and make sure that everybody is doing the right thing. Thank you.
We thank you that Proverbs 18:22 tells us that he who findeth a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor and mercy from you, Lord. And so we thank you right now, God, that David has obtained mercy from you, God, in that he found Isis, Lord. We ask you right now that you will bind them up, God, and that you will keep them, God, in all of their ways, Lord, in their good days and their bad days, that you will saturate them, that you will allow them.
Dear couple, if you reached up to this point, I want to give you a big salute, because you're getting close to having your perfect wedding this year. On your wedding day, you guys are the most important people on the wedding day. And our dream is to make sure that you have the best footage on the wedding day. There are some brides and some grooms, which are the traditional brides and grooms, and they don't want to see themselves in the hotel, so they don't want to do a first look. And they want to see themselves in church. The first thing I'll encourage my couples is that always try to do a first look. Because when you do a first look, you see yourself for the first time in the hotel. It's fun. We can capture it. You can get a good interaction and everything. And it's just so beautiful. After that, we have time to capture you guys in the beautiful hotel, in all the sections, and you have the very best of your pictures. But if still you want to be the traditional bride and you want your husband to see you only when you walk down the aisle, that is fine. But don't forget, once the church finishes, that's the time to do the group pictures and focus on you people. We cannot spend a lot of time taking group pictures because the priority is you, the couple. You have to save your energy. You have been standing for a long time. You need to come outside, take a few pictures. You need to rest, and we focus on you. We cannot leave the wedding without capturing the couple together. I have a couple of wedding videos where we're not able to capture the couple. We didn't have a single footage of the couple together throughout the whole wedding because they were in a rush. We have to go to the hall, we have to go to this, we have to go to that and everything. And at the end of the day, we have no footage with the bride and the groom. It's a big disappointment. After church or during the hotel, it's a good opportunity to take the very best of the pictures you would like to post after the wedding and show the whole world. The pictures you want to put on your wall in the house, you have to focus on yourself. Thank you.
I shall take you, Tokwe, to be my wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish until we are parted by death according to God's holy law. This is my solemn vow.
I, Tukwe, take you, Shun, to be my husband, to have and to hold from this day forward. For better, for worse, for richer, for poor, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish until we are parted by death according to God's holy law. This is my solemn vow.
I know even without singing,
I know you can feel that I look good. I know.
Definitely.
Wherever you go,
See it already, so.
I follow you there. Whatever you do, I'll be there for you. And I will be forever true, true to you.
Bail and kiss your bride.
I give it all. I give you my life. I give you my soul. And I know you keep it safe.
As they are now boldly displayed their affection for each other publicly, they might have been doing it in secret. But publicly, they have boldly proclaimed that they are one, and they shall be one forever. Amen.
Without saying you. I love you, Job. I love you too. Go return.
At this point in time, dear couple, we're going to the reception. You just got married in church, we're so excited. You're coming to see your beautiful guests, your beautiful decor and everything. And I can imagine how you want to dance and get into the hall with your beautiful dress and everything. Before going into the reception, we'll talk about your hall. Before calling me to hire me as your photographer and videographer, you already told me the hall you're already chosen. The hall you're taking is the most beautiful hall. But I'll always ask you, dear couple, to please find time to talk with your decorator. The reason why I asked you to find time to talk with your decorator is because every good decorator will give you a map of how your hall is going to be set. When I talk about a map, she can tell you that I'm going to create the space from here, I'm going to put these tables this way and everything. And one question you always have to ask them is that, have you created space for our dancing crew? If, for example, you have a bridal party of 6 people, the space where you enter has to be wider, meaning that while they are decorating the hall, they should push the tables and chairs to the sides. There are many people who decorate and they bring the things closer because they want it to be nice and more classy in the middle, but they forget the edges. Push the chairs to the edges so you have more space. It is dangerous when you, the bride, have a beautiful big dress and you don't have space. I've seen weddings whereby the decorator sets the hall. The decoration is so beautiful, but she was not aware of the size of the bridal party. So when they are coming in, it's so tight. The photographer cannot move, the videographer cannot move and everything. Even when you place the chairs, you should know that when these people sit, they move the chairs. So once they move the chairs, it closes space. You always have to make sure that they create space. Most couples go to the hall. They go and meet the hall, they meet the decorator and ask them, how are you going to set the hall? Most other decorators will draw a plan and show you in advance. So you see the space. Once you don't have good space on your event day, I warrant you your video and photography won't be good because the whole hall is going to be tight, won't be able to move around, it's going to be a whole disaster. In addition to that, we also talked about restrictions. While you're coming to the reception, always make sure that everybody knows what they have to do. If possible, get security because when you tell people what to do, they have to do them for the good of your event. You want to make sure that people are not standing around the entrance when you're coming. People are not blocking the entrance and everything. You want to make sure that people are organized so that you get the best of capture. Going to the reception is beautiful. This is the time you want to see all the dance moves and everything. You want to pay attention to how your hall is set. Make sure your decorator is aware of the space of your bridal party and she makes enough space for you people. Thank you.
في حاجات تتحس وما تتقلش وإن جيت أطلبها أنا مقدرش ولو انت عملتها بعد ما أنا أطلبها يبقى ما ينفعش في حاجات تتحس وما تتقلش توجع في القلب وما بتبانش هفضل على طول تعبانة ما بين طب أقولك ولا ما أقولكش ما أقدرش أقولك غير كل طريقة حبك ليا أو غير عليا ولا فاجئني في مرة وهاتلي هدية ما أقدرش أقولك شكل حياتنا اللي أنا عايزاه أعرف لي واحدة شكل حياتنا اللي أنا عايزاه
Dear couple, I've shot so many events and I've been so amazed with the different kinds of MCs I've seen out there. When you shoot Black American events, they really don't have an MC because the DJ is an MC. It's so beautiful because they are very brief, very swift, and the event goes so smoothly. But when it comes to our African events, you need to make sure you get a professional MC. When I talk about a professional MC, what do I mean? Somebody who does this for a career, somebody you pay to come and share your event and make sure that the guests are happy, someone who is brief and makes formal jokes. How does this affect videography? When we are capturing most of the events, we want to make sure that we're recording the original sound. We want to make sure that we're capturing everything, and we'll have that one person who is there, who talks less, helps to guide the crowd, make sure that people are not standing around the aisle and everything, and helps us to get the best of footage. Trust me, dear client, we have had some very horrible MCs in the past. There are people who like talking. They get so excited. They are talking and cracking jokes. And the more they say those things, they talk on top of the original sound. Imagine the couple is doing their first dance and the MC is talking on top of it and cracking jokes and everything. It's so bad. Imagine that you're welcoming every couple and maybe the bridal party is coming in and the MC is talking and keeps talking and talking. He talks on top of the original sound. So when you come home and you're watching it, you cannot even focus on a beautiful song. Imagine, for example, they are playing the beautiful song for the couple and they're doing their first dance and the MC is getting so emotional. He's singing the song on his mic. He's overriding the original song. At the end of the day, you want to get a professional. You want to get somebody who knows what he's doing. And you also have to give them expectations. When we talk about expectations, you need to tell them that we'll encourage you not to talk a lot. We'll encourage you to talk less. So if this couple is about to enter, it's simple. Let us welcome Pauline and Suzanne. They come in and we go to the next. Other MCs, if you don't give them expectations, they're going to keep on talking. When they say, we're about to welcome Pauline and Suzanne, let me tell you a little bit about Pauline. Pauline, I used to know Pauline when we were in primary school. We went to this. I also know Paul and everything. All those things take a lot of time. When we come home and we're editing, our dream is that we should have a lot of activity, so much that we can capture so that when you watch your video for like 2 hours and something, there's a lot of content. But most of the time when we're editing, we realize that there's just one person who is talking too much. He has been talking and talking, and at the end of the day, you have 2 hours of somebody just talking. Just informal talk, jokes and everything. We encourage you to get a professional MC because a professional MC will set a high tone for your reception. Thank you.
Reunion together.
Dear couple, many people will come into your event to support you with large sums of money. They will come to throw the money and increase the grandeur of your event. There's one important thing you need to let your MCs and event planners know, to announce and make these people understand that there's a time when you have to throw the money. How does this affect videography? I know most of you couples out there, while coming to your event, you plan some special dance moves to do during your entrance scenes and during your first dance, and you want those things well captured. You have to let your guests know that at this time, they cannot come to the dance floor to throw any money. If you don't tell them, they'll get excited, no expectations, they're going to do what they want to do. During the first dance, most especially, even I as a videographer or the photographer cannot climb on the dance floor because this is a special moment for the couple itself. All you need to see in that beautiful stage is just the couple having a good time. At that time, nobody can come and throw money. It's going to look very unprofessional and very disrespectful. In addition to that, there are also those who pick up the money from the floor. When you're throwing the money, there are people who come and pick up the money and everything. You need to let these people know. Assign a crew for this, assign a particular crew to pick up your money and let them know that. Let them wait for the activity to get done. If the couple is coming in at this time, wait until the activity is done, then they can pick the money. It's very disrespectful when the couple is dancing and you're seeing people bending and picking money. It looks so funny. If I show you 1 or 2 footage when these things are happening, it's very disappointing because most of them are blocking the camera. The couple is dancing right here. Somebody stands, he's bending in front of you and he's picking money. Maybe there are some kids jumping in front trying to pick money. It doesn't look good at all. If you don't let your event planner and your MCs know, people will just do what they want to do. These videos are not going to look beautiful. I've seen situations where you have a beautiful first dance and somebody walks in and is throwing money and the kids run to go and pick the money and everything, and it doesn't just look beautiful at the end of the day. The dream is that for the most important parts of your wedding, it should be well captured so that you can bring it home, you can play on your TV so you can watch and enjoy. Thank you. Dear couple, during the reception, find time to talk to your MCs, your DJs and everybody to create time for your guests to dance. When the guests have opportunity to dance for 1 hour or 2 hours, it's a beautiful event because it gives us more time to capture more footage, more fun, more enjoyment and everything. Also, dear couple, in terms of your wedding, make sure that you don't cut corners. Every wedding has a procedure. For example, an entrance scene, a cutting of the cake and everything. Husbands and wives, I know you have different values and different ways of life, but you want to make sure that you do all the parts of the wedding so you can have enough fun. For example, the wife sitting down and the man dancing and going under to pull out the gather or everything. Those are just fun activities that create more fun and everything and gives us more footage to capture. If possible, if you're doing a first dance, do even 2 songs or 3 songs. Create more room for us to capture as much as possible. Maybe do a question or answer something so you can capture more footage and more footage. Find time to plan the fun of your event. The more fun you put into your event, the more you can capture, the more you can see a lot about your wife, a lot about your husband. This year, 2024, make sure that you find time to plan the fun of your event. Most couples do their events, they plan all the good things, but they don't plan the fun. Find time to write down the exact things you do during the reception to make sure there's fun. Thank you.
Feels like a fire that burns in my heart. Every single moment that we spend apart, I need you around for every day to start. I haven't left you alone. There's something about you, I stare in your eyes. Everything I'm looking for, I seem to find. All this time awake is killing me inside. I need your love in my life. Oh,
Dear couple, at this point in time, the wedding is coming to an end. We have got all the footage and we'll come home and we have to edit to come and present to you in your house. The greatest dream is to make sure that we have captured the wedding to the very best. We want to make sure that you see a lot about your wife, your husband. You see all the things you had to see on your wedding day. Typically, on most wedding days, you're so excited. You don't know if Paul came, Peter came, or everything. You didn't even see when the bridal party were dancing and coming in. This is the time to see all the beautiful things you want to see. At this point in time, I want to encourage you as you prepare for your great wedding. For all those who have booked me already, we're going to have a wonderful time. At this point in time, I'm Busy Green from Busy Green Studios. I never miss a moment. Thank you.